Given the omnipresence of electronics today, it's small wonder that so many of us suffer from carpal tunnel syndrome, which is essentially pain along the front of your wrist, where your palm is sort of attached to your forearm. Now, here we have a structure called the carpal tunnel, which is a bony tunnel where tendons are bunched up and flow underneath it. And so if those tendons get irritated or inflamed, then they start to rub into each other and cause pain. And that's why it's called carpal tunnel syndrome, because those tendons run underneath the tunnel. Now, here's a simple technique that's going to help relieve that sensitivity and pain. It can also be used for elbow tendonitis. So if you suffer from golfer's elbow or tennis elbow, this technique can be quite useful in relieving the tension. What we're going to need is a tennis ball or a myofascial ball, and a yoga block if you have one, otherwise a stack of books, or you could just sit at the table and do this on the table. So I'm going to use my right arm, my right forearm, rest it gently on your table or the block, and I'm going to take the tennis ball in my left palm and just press. Now, if I were to divide my forearm into half, I'm going to generally avoid everything in the bottom half that leads towards the palm, right? So I'm going to focus just in the upper half of my forearm. I'm going to take this ball, I'm starting right at the elbow crease and gently pressing. And at this point, I'm just finding sensitive spots here, tender spots, where it feels good to have that pressure. I'm using my opposite palm to press down and right about here. So you notice for me, I feel it a little bit closer towards the outer edge of the elbow. I press and I can make tiny circles. Some of us may find it a little bit more sensitive towards the bigger, this is your brachioradialis muscle, you might find it there. So wherever you find your spot, you stop and press. Now from here, once you find that spot, you're going to want to keep that pressure and then start to flex, because these are primary wrist flexors. Flex your wrist, extend your wrist. Flex, extend, and right now it feels so good, I don't want to move. Another option, if you want to go deeper, is to flip this whole thing around so the ball comes on the table or the block, and then I press the front of my forearm down here and then take my opposite palm to give that pressure. And again, I move my wrist, flex and extend. Make tiny circles, so you're really just giving yourself a massage with your tennis ball. So that's it. Try that and definitely do the other side. Even though you may not have carpal tunnel on the other side, definitely do the other side. Enjoy.